And no, it wasn't a technical difficulty, Don. it was
No,
it was an availability issue.
no, I'm the technical difficulty. That's what it is.
But we're live now, so that's good.
Yeah, yes. Welcome everyone to the 43rd edition of the Home Theater Hub. We got a couple guests on the panel today. Mr. Chris, what's going on, sir? Welcome back.
Yeah, man, glad to be here.
That's awesome. Awesome. Thank you for returning. And we got Mr. Giles. Mr. Giles, how are you, sir?
What's up? I'm good. I'm actually connected twice right now, I think.
Yeah, that's what I
I'm
was
like,
like.
I'm doing some double duty.
Double dipping over here.
I know.
Right on.
I was trying to figure that out. I was like, why do we have a multi-cam?
Oh, there we go.
It's the Giles
All right.
show.
I'm gonna try and do this.
I gotta mute one of it. Okay, now I gotta switch back
Can
to
you
the
hear me now?
four cameras.
Uh-oh. He's back to being official.
Right on. This is way more comfortable. I'm good now.
So we did have some technical issues, and we had some Ike being at home issues. My internet, my AT&T internet, decided that it wanted to tell me to reset the router and everything else, and that didn't work for like 20 minutes, and it's still not working.
Yeah.
So luckily, I have a separate ISP in the house. So I got Comcast and AT&T just for this reason, because they're both known to fail. So in my neighborhood anyway.
Yeah.
But and then Giles was having some camera issue, and Ike was having some traveling issue. Tell us about your travels, Ike.
So, I don't know. It wasn't a travel issue, but I got home safe, which is a good thing. SVS is in Dallas, and they did have like an event at the Nebraska Furniture Market. And I drove about an hour to get there. I was hoping that they would have the 17-inch subwoofer there, but unfortunately, it wasn't there. So, but I drove 1 hour, spent 1 hour, and then drove another hour back home, and got home 3 minutes ago or whenever, right before we got live. So it's been a fun 2-hour drive just to go see Nick and Larry and Gary and all the other guys. And I actually ran into a couple of Home Theater Hub fans. At least
really?
about 6. Yeah, I hope some of them
Awesome.
were watching. They said they would join in tonight. But yeah, if you happen to be in the chat and you ran into me, please say hi. But yeah, it was about 6 different individuals like, yeah, we watched the show. Like, oh, okay, great. That's good. So it
So
was
that's
good
our
to
only
see.
6 viewers right there. Thank you for attending.
Yeah, thank you, 6 viewers, so, and that's why we get the big guys like Giles and Chris on the show to come join us. But it was a great
Man, if I'm
time.
your big gun, you done messed up.
You can never have too many big guys, so that's good.
No.
But yeah, as usual, SVS was impressive. And as I was telling you on the way down, they had a $10,000 giveaway, like speaker setup. I believe it's probably their newest series, but yeah, hopefully I'm not misspoken on that. And then Nebraska Furniture added either a 65 or 75-inch TV and an AVR. And one beautiful lady who was riding a scooter who probably never thought, if I had to pick who might win it, I wouldn't have even picked her, but it was amazing. I think it was just a grand ending to the event that she won the $10,000, grand prize, and she's going home with beautiful, SVS products. And, I wish I left her my card. I would have told her, call me so I can help you set it up or something, but I'm sure they'll figure
Just
it out.
keep your eyes on Facebook Marketplace. It'll be for sale. In
Oh,
about
no, I hope not.
just give us some time.
Look,
No, so the guy who was with her, which I was actually joking, I told him, well, I don't think she wanted, you wanted, because he was more excited. So he sounded like he's probably going to find something to do with it. So,
if I didn't know they were giving all that away, I might have had to take a flight myself. $10,000 plus. I mean, that'd be worth a couple $100 flight for.
Yeah.
Your chances are probably pretty good because they probably only had how many people did they have at the event?
Yeah, well,
Maybe.
it's because it's a marketplace, right? It's like it's like Best Buy on steroid or IKEA on steroids.
Yeah.
They had a lot of people there. 200 probably 300.
Hey, I'll take my
come
chances.
in
1
and
in
out.
200.
Yeah, they gave out
Yeah.
a micro. They gave the micro 3000. They gave out a pair of the wireless Prime Pros, the wireless speakers, and a bunch of accessories. So a couple of people won a bunch of stuff. So I think it was the 2 hour round trip drive, and
Wow.
Yep.
That's pretty
That's
pretty nice. Pretty nice. And
Yep.
did you see the new SVS speakers that they have there? What are they? The Pinnacle Primes that they have, I guess.
Yes.
the evolution.
The evolution.
Yeah.
These things are. I was telling you, man. These things are impressive. Just even for the environment where they had to play them, because it was an open space, right? They had the towers though in a closed out, dedicated room, just to listen to like a 2-channel setup where people were just asking for. They allowed people to pick whatever they wanted to hear. Obviously they couldn't play the John Wick shooting scene because you're in a shopping mall. So you don't want somebody calling 911. So yeah, it was great, man. These things are clean. The whites actually look better than I thought they would.
I love the
I
white
wouldn't
speakers.
mind that
Share that
in a-
screen.
I wouldn't mind that in a living room setup. Those things are, yeah. Let me pull that up. We have 4 guests. Yeah, quick shout out to the chat. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining us tonight.
Did they have the
Kevin.
Pinnacles or the Titans, or what were they playing?
It looked like the biggest one though. So yeah, that looked like that was my phone.
That's the
'Cause
Titans.
I took a
That's
picture.
the step down.
Can you go back to the picture of the Titans?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just want
This let's see, Titans. Here we go. Maybe.
yeah, that's if you can see my phone.
There we go.
Can you guys see what I'm showing?
I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the one they had.
That looks like the Titan. That looks like the Titan there.
I can't tell.
I'm looking at the subwoofer cab. It looks like the biggest one. It was the biggest one.
Let me go back to the biggest one then.
If you look
Which
at
is
it from a distance, it's not gonna work. Yeah, I think
there we
it's the
go.
biggest one.
Yeah. Okay.
Looking at the cone size, the driver size, yeah, that's probably the biggest one.
The big ones have quad 8s, and the step down are quad 6.5s.
Yeah.
That looks like 8. That doesn't
Have you
look
had a
like-
chance to get these in for review yet, Giles?
Yeah, I got a pair right over here.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
nice.
Look at you. You just said you're not the big YouTuber.
Well, I don't have the PB17.
Yeah, it's not even been produced yet. I'm pretty sure you'll get one of the first ones. I'm sure you'll get one of at least the first 50, one of the 50s.
Yeah, these look nice. I mean, I've heard them. I've heard them, I think, 2 times. 2 times. I've heard them at M-Wave, and I heard them at the Florida Audio Expo. I thought they sounded fantastic. Very detailed. The mid range and upper range was very good. I heard it in a 2-channel setting, and they played some music, and then also heard it in a I think it was a 5-channel setting with a couple subwoofers at the Florida Audio Expo.
23 says click on the white one,
Oh, you want to see the white one?
the
Let me
white color
see.
option.
Let me go over here.
Yeah, the whites are nice. They
Yeah, they look really good in person, man. Like just taking a look at them in a room.
I
It's
love the white.
picture, the picture
li-
doesn't do it any justice.
Yeah. So I have white Martin Logans. I think I sent you a picture of my my room before right? Ike, my whole living
Yep.
room is got the white lacquer furniture, the modern look, and I actually bought the white Martin Logans to match the living room setup. And yeah, I mean, I love the white speakers. So,
Yep.
well, glad that you made it back safely, and thank you for running the board. We were all prepared for Don to run the board, but everybody that's tuned into the show knows that I prefer a different platform than this one. So I know how to work the
A
other one at
different
least a little
platform
bit.
you will get soon. No worries.
So, but no, I would have struggled through it if you weren't there. But yeah, no, definitely appreciate you guys coming on the show tonight. So, Chris, you got some stuff going on over there in my home theater, right?
Got a little bit going on.
Yeah, give us a clue what you got going on over there. I mean, I know I've seen, but let our audience know what you got going on over there at my home theater.
Well, I think it's been about 3 weeks ago now. Mr. David from Deep Sea Sound came and picked up those Mariana 18-inch subs, which I loved, by the way. I mean, they are tremendous subs for the price. They got the 4,000 watt amp. They got the carbon fiber 18-inch driver. I mean, it's just all around good sub. So I was, I hated to let them go, but what came in is what I've been waiting on, which was the big Mariana 24-inch subs with the carbon fiber drivers, the 4,000 watt amp. I mean, they're beasts. And I thought that, and the 18s do sound good, but those 24s just go to a whole nother level. They go to a whole nother level. And after I had Mr. Brandon do the calibration, my theater hit almost 126 decibels on the opening scene of Blade Runner 2049. It's never hit those levels. Wow. And I've already told David that I want 2 more of those 24s.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna have the 424s in there. I'm not doing 2 rows of chairs. Once I knock down the wall and move my equipment out of the room and extend the room, I'm gonna put 2 more 24s in.
This guy's gonna build three theaters before I build my one.
Hold on. I'm not done with your theater yet?
No, I'm still not done yet.
What? I think we should make fun of him more. I forgot this is the best part of the whole show.
Yeah, no. Look, I have more done than I play along to. Let's put it that way. So, but yeah, no. I put a couple pictures out the other day of what I was working on the and I think we talked about it last week on the show. I'm finishing up the drywall, so that's where I'm at in this stage. And I have a show planned. I'm going to get a little help. That's all I'm going to say. But I have a show planned the 1st of October. So we're going to get a little help aesthetically. So that's all I'm going to say. So
Jeff,
424s, that's going to be brutal.
424s. He expects for that house to remain standing after playing the opening.
Listen, the 224s are incredible. I'm fixing to do some work on the front of my stage. I've got the speakers suspended about 15 inches off the floor, and it's on a concrete slab, and it still shakes my couch like I have Crosons or butt kickers or something. It's crazy. So when I drop them on the floor, it's probably going to be even more tactile bass. I mean, it shakes. I mean, it's shaking the whole house. I mean, my son's on the opposite end of the house, and he's like, "Dad, you shaking my roof."
So I can't live stream.
I don't blame
So
you.
420, yeah. So 424s is going to be crazy. I mean, and I think I said this in my last video. Scott Newby, everybody knows Scott Newby. 1818s, 156.1 decibels in his theater is insane. It's the it's different when you get to those levels, and I'm never going to be that level, and I'm not searching to get to that level. But it just changes the game when you can feel the bass, at the bottom end of your body. I mean, it's just crazy, and it's accurate bass, it's clean bass, and it just shakes you to death. It's kind of hard to explain, but when you feel that type of bass, I mean, it's game changing. To me, it is. It really is. It's an experience. That's the word I was looking for. It's more of an experience when you like. I've never been to a 40X theater. I know just kind of they got all this other stuff that goes on in there. It's the experience of that is what you're getting in your home theater when you have that type of bass or whatever in your theater. And my theater is relatively small. I mean, it's 10, a little over 10 foot wide. Like right now, it's like 18 and a half foot long with 9.5 foot ceilings. So it's relatively small. So really, 424s is going to be brutal in there. Now the 224s and the 218s is crazy. But
I remember watching your show, and you were like, "Yeah, I'm going to tear it down. I'm going to put a second row of seating." And then I watched the show. And I watched the show like one episode later. It was literally like one episode later, and you were like, "Scratch that, 424s,
yeah,
no second row."
Yeah, David told me I was crazy.
But you're not. I've been thinking of getting rid of my own second row too. So you're not the only one. But I mean, I don't have any plans to put 224s. I can't afford those right now. So, but the idea of I don't know. I think I'm just gonna take out my back seats, maybe put a bar there or something.
Well, if you don't use the seats, it's nice to say you've got a second row, but man, I would much rather have 2 extra 24s rather than seats that don't get used much.
Yeah, my kids use it though because
I'm with you, man.
I prefer the kids sitting at the back especially when they're all with their popcorn and they're fighting each other during a movie. It's good to just put them in the back seat. Now, if I do that, then they'll be sitting right beside me, and then I don't know.
Now, my first theater in my other house, I had 2 rows of chairs. I could have had 3 rows because that room was just huge. And man, there'd be days I come home from work and there'd be a yard full of cars, and I'd go in pop the theater, and there'd be 15 teenagers in there, and I loved it. I mean, that's what I built it for.
Man,
and I love to have a theater that size again. I really would.
Yeah, I think it's good, especially for like if you have single rows and the back, your surround speakers. You probably enjoy it more. It's might be a different design. I got to think of something. But Don, someone left you a gift. So
yeah,
there's episode 43. How many do we got to get to 1,059?
Look, the more and more I talk to people though, or look on Facebook. There's several people on Facebook talking about, it's taking them 3 years to do their theater, 2 years to do their theater. So, I think Chris and I were talking backstage, and I've documented this or verbalized this a lot of times. 2 jobs and a 5-year-old just don't leave a lot of time. So, unfortunately, and then you're whooped, and it's like, okay, now it's football season, so I kind of want to watch my Ravens every Sunday, right? So,
finish it up so you can watch them on the big screen before the season is over.
No, I understand. Look, I trust me. This Saturday and this Sunday, I normally work on Saturday on one of my business that I have, and I actually hired somebody to work this Saturday for me so that I can start mudding. So that's the plan. So we'll get there.
I hate drywall.
Yeah,
I hate it in both theaters, and I hate it.
It's the modern part I just can't stand. I'll put up drywalls, but I don't like modding that thing.
See, I think the mudding's fine. The sanding is what's the issue, right? Yeah. So, but
the dust.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the dust and everything else. I have an electric sander now though. So when I remodeled 2 basements when I lived in Baltimore, and did them by myself. One of them was not finished at all. I did everything in it, and I tell you, sanding was a pain in the butt there. I did everything by hand. I didn't know about the wet sponge. I didn't know about any of that stuff back then. So yeah, I was sanding away, man. But yeah,
Big Jack, I agree with this, Kevin. Definitely can't buy time back, man.
Nope. Yep. I agree with that. So the Mariana 24s are doing damage in the my home theater. And
Yes, they are.
so what movies have you gone back and watched, to see what extra you're trying to get out of them?
Probably everything. I mean, seriously, I have put in. Uh, I haven't watched the whole movies. Just go back and do scenes. Jurassic World, Dominion. I think that was the last one. Ready Player One, of course. The Top Gun, Blade Runner 2049, some John Wicks. I'm trying to remember what else. There's been a lot, and it's just been demo scenes. Another incredible is what's that movie called? Where the zombies are in like World War II Germany. What's that movie called?
Overwatch or something like that.
Lord.
Overlord.
Overlord. Yes.
Overlord,
Oh,
yeah.
the opening scene of that movie is insane, and that was one. Been a lot. Godzilla King of the Monsters, of course. Kong versus Godzilla was pretty good, but Godzilla King of the Monsters was better.
Hey,
A lot. So, and of course the Hans Zimmer live in Prague. That whole disc is amazing. And so
hey,
yeah, it's
look,
been a lot.
look who the 24s dragged in. Did you ride on 424s to get here?
Yes.
What's going on, Jeff? How are you, sir?
Definitely
Good.
drove the 424s to get here, man. Thanks for joining us, Jeff.
Hey, well, let me get you off this one screen real quick. There we
So,
go.
Jeff, have you had a chance to experience the newer 24s yet?
No, not yet. I was actually talking to David about this a week ago, and we think the issue will be trying to get them to fit into the cabinets that I currently have in my screen wall, and I'd have to rebuild them, which means we have to pull them out. And we're kind of like scratching my head, like, man, is it worth all the hassle to do that? But my only thought is, if my room sounds as good as it does with the first generation of those 24s that are 10 years old now, who knows what the newer versions will do to my room. And my room the bass is insane, and I have two of them. I am on a second floor, so that really does help. And my front wall's treated really well, but the time I've had them for sure.
Yeah, those of you that haven't seen Jeff's theater, we did a theater tour with him a little while back. Giles, have you met Jeff? Jeff is from Deep Sea Sound.
I believe so. We've never had the opportunity.
No.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you. Big fan of your channel. I enjoy all your videos. It's always good to meet somebody, I guess, that you watch on there. So it's pretty cool. So you're out in Colorado.
I walked around Cedia. Yeah, I'm in Colorado. I walked around Cedia looking for Deep Sea Sound. I'm like, where are they? Where are they? I couldn't find you. You gotta come, man.
You gotta go deep sea to find them, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not Cedia good yet. I guess we're not making Cedia money yet. So
yeah, well, it might not be Cedia money, but I think you're plenty Cedia good.
Yeah.
You're
agree
definitely
with
see
that.
you're good.
Plenty Cedia.
David,
we hope to get that brand out for them, because it's a fantastic brand. I really like the cabinetry that they're doing and everything else. Let me see if I can pull up some pictures, Giles, so you can take a look at what they're doing over here.
I've told David this, and it's his company, but I do see us someday probably going into the direction of not being 100% internet direct. He probably would adamantly say no right now, but if we can get some things going in the way we want to go, I think we could do both. I mean, we could have a similar model to RTJ and JTR, or I wouldn't say Seton. I think Seton sounds
a different
almost
model to make the dealers happy, right? They just don't want to compete with the same models that are direct to consumer.
right.
Yep.
And what we have to do before we can get there is, obviously it comes down to margins, and that's what we've been working on behind the scenes is how can we get those margins better. And M-Wave, after M-Wave, we made a ton of connections and stuff, so it's going to be a work in progress for sure. So
They're definitely beautiful, and I like the design aesthetic a lot. And I'm a Seal sub guy, 100%. And yeah, these are awesome. Look great.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me show you this one here. Let me see if they got the picture on here. There you go, Giles.
That's
Yeah.
just
All-
for you, man.
All
That is
aluminum.
made for you, Giles.
That's beautiful. Magico is somewhere saying, "What the hell? No, that was our idea."
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
I'm thinking about going to 618s in my theater.
Cool.
A couple of double cabs in the back and 2 singles in the front. That way, I can do the new 4 sub waveforming on the Trinov. I can't fit 24s in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mariana
wondering,
18s
Chris,
are nice.
what are you going to do about waveforming, Chris? Like, will 4 24s do that, or are you going to have to get 4 more 24s in a couple of years?
You talking to me? I don't have a Trent-off.
Well, I was going to say in a couple of years, though, right? When you
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know if I could swing a Trent-off. I'd like to have one, but
You
That
can do
ain't-
a double base array with 424s with most any processor, I think.
yeah, the
I think
Anthem
so.
ABM 90 does really good. I'm enjoying it.
Mm-hmm. I love my Anthem too. Anthem is as high as I think I could ever see myself putting, paying for a processor. I don't think I would ever have a need for what Trinoff could offer in my room and my speaker layout. So I'm very happy with what I have.
That's what I have right there. That's the
Beautiful.
same cabinet, I believe.
Ooh,
Yep.
they look
Yeah,
good,
that
man.
cab is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's beautiful.
beautiful
Mhm.
cabinet, and then those stereo integrity drivers, the woofers, just
What's the amplification on the back of that one?
4,000. It's the
4,000
same.
watt.
Yeah.
The thing about
yo. We got YouTube
Think about
royalty
what-
in the chat. Sorry, Giles.
oh, no, you're fine. Go for it.
What's
What's up,
going
Mike?
on, Michael?
Thanks for hopping on.
Yeah.
You
But
got a link,
what I was
man. Hop on, Michael.
Bill-
You got a link. Join us.
I'm sending it to him right now. See if he'll jump on with us. Give us 5 minutes of his time.
Yep. Sorry, Giles. What were you? Oh, come on, man. Look,
There's
look all the
Scott
royalty.
on here too. Scott Newby on there.
Everybody's coming out of the woodwork today. I
I
love it.
know, man. We're feeling loved, man.
Hey,
Thanks for
So,
the love,
so
man.
Giles, I have a question for
Maybe
you.
we should have technical difficulty all the time.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Did I see recently that you did a review of the Next Level Acoustic Cinema Series speakers?
Yeah. So the double 10 end walls, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I didn't know if you had done their actual dual 8, the speakers, the LCRs, or was it just the subs?
No, just the subs. I haven't done the rest of the stuff yet. Although
Gotcha.
that's on the list. I did one of their big sound bars as well,
Mhm.
and, which is nice. Oh no, I did do their speakers. This is further way back though. I mean, this has been months ago. But no, I did those.
Okay.
They were awesome. I did an LCR with them.
Yeah. I almost was able to get a hold of a set of those to run up against my triads because I was really curious because they talked how nice they were and sounded just like them and it almost happened, but I just couldn't get the deal done, which was fine. I mean, they didn't know who I was at the time, so I was just curious. They look like they're well-built and
That's a good comparison. What do you run, like the Triad Silvers or?
I've got gold LCRs. Absolutely love them.
Nice.
They're amazing for me. Yeah.
Nice.
And I came from And I was telling these guys on my room tour, I was a compression driver guy for years and years and years. The biggest speaker I could get, I put in my room, and I just thought that was the way to go. And then when we built this house and added this room, and I decided to design it with Stephen Smith over at Home Theater Gurus and stuff. He's like, you ought to try Triad and try Golds. And I was like, no, soft dome tweeters aren't for me. Well, I'm a huge believer now. And I think part of it is I'm gotten older. My listening habits are different. Don't listen as loud. And they just, in a well-treated design room with the amount of power I'm giving them, I mean, I think they're hard to beat for me.
Yeah, they're excellent speakers, and Stevie loves his Triads. There's no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm a dome guy myself. I'm not a compression driver or a horn guy, so I'm good with that stuff. I like harder tweeters too. I'm running all Brillium in the theater right now, and I'm really enjoying those. But the Triads are awesome.
Yeah.
So Jeff, any plans to do dual 24s?
As a company or personally?
Just curious.
Can you imagine the logistics of getting dual 24s in a house and ship them? You know, like
just the weight on that. It'd be like 700 pounds or something.
Yeah. Like I was telling. I was like, Chris knows.
I got around 200 pounds a piece. I think that's what David said. Around.
Oh,
they're
wow.
heavy.
Yeah.
So, Chris, do you mind giving us a show of what those look like when you're front stage?
Yeah, let me get signed in on my phone.
No problem. So, Jeff, in your theater, you have how many 24s again? 2?
I just have 2. So yeah, 2. That's it.
Or 2's plenty. I mean,
That's
you probably
plenty,
can get away
man.
with 1 if you position it correctly, right? With the amount of bass that those can put out. So
Yeah,
I mean,
it was interesting because when I first went into the room, I was still using my AVM 60, and my calibrator, who's goes by Chad B in a lot of the forums. I've worked with Chad for 20 plus years, and when he came in the room, he was like, "Man," he goes, "I don't really think a mini DSP is going to do much with the way the room's set up. So let's just calibrate it, with the Anthem Arc and stuff." And then I had him back out a year later when I got the AVM 70, and he's like, "I think you're going to be surprised the little tweaks that we can do now, having the separate, 2 sub outs that you can independently calibrate." And it really kind of changed the room enough. I mean, it was enough of a difference because he could independently calibrate each of the subs, and I have more tactile in the room now, a little more impact in the mid bass region, and I was like, "Dang, this is pretty cool." So it was almost like I got new subs, but I kind of took that as like that's a testament to updating the processor to the AVM 70. And I know it sounds probably weird, and there's probably I don't have any I don't know, charts or anything to back it up, but I really feel like the room sounds more dynamic now when I upgraded to that processor, even though a lot of it's still the same one I had before, but it's just I don't know if it was a tweak in the arc or what, but it helped the overall bass performance. So because before that I was thinking, gosh, I might want to get something for the tactile because I'm not getting exactly what I want. I can't run the sub super hot because the room's on the second floor over our dining room, and so I got to be careful how much rattling goes on. But that addition of the AVM 70 took care of that for me, so pretty happy with it.
yeah, it's they're definitely impressive. I think I spoke about how I'd like to get you guys to do something custom for me. To do night on my 90 degrees when I because I have the space, so I probably have maybe I purposely didn't put a stud there, so I guess I have probably close to 36 inches widthwise and about 3 feet tall. So I think I have the airspace that I need for an 18. I don't know about a 24. But
Yeah,
So,
that'd be pretty tight. I mean,
yeah.
and we can do it. I mean, that's I think it would really be great to figure out a way to do a tour of our facility because I don't think a lot of people realize the amount of investment David's put into the company and build it up. That's
I'll
why
come do it.
oh,
I'll
what do you
come do
say?
a tour. I'm coming to Tennessee. I'll come do a tour for you.
Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. But
Heck yeah.
just because our facility and everything, I mean, we're really set up for growth, but we're also set up for custom. So we can do just about anything. So I don't think that would be a problem to custom build you some 18s for your spot.
Yeah, that would definitely be, you know, something that I'd be looking to do. Um, I have 8 15s right now. So two 4 rails that I'll stack, and then 2 of the monolith D215s. So
Hmm.
hopefully, hopefully, hopefully it'll, you know, it'll put out some good bass. But I want something to be able to dig down to those infrasonic levels too.
Hmm.
How big are the 18S's from a dimensions size? You know, I'm trying to find that on the website right now. I don't see like
I feel like
little,
18 by or 18 by 16 or 18 by 18. I don't. That's a good question. I should know
yeah.
that. They're small footprint, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's what I always struggle with in my room. Oh, I see it. 21 by 21 by 20.
21. Okay, I was off then. Okay.
Yeah, 21 by 21 by 20. Yeah, I always struggle with where to put big boxes in the room, and you know, ultimately, I would just love to get rid of, you know, all the boxes, but it's just impossible, particularly for subwoofers. But yeah, that's a nice footprint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think, you know, the boxes, the ones that we saw at M-Wave, you know, the cabinets didn't look like there was a lot of extra cabinet there. You know, it wasn't a massive size cabinet. You know, and I love the recess too. The recess that's in the front of those. You know, it looks really nice. So,
how many layers of MDF is on the front of those things? Like 4 or something?
What? I didn't hear the question.
So we were talking about the recess on the front of the cabinets, right? Because you know they have the pretty steep angle in. How many layers of MDF is that? Is that like 4 layers thick or something? It's got to be a lot, right?
Yeah. There are. Let's see. 3 levels of bracing internally, and I think he said, was it 4 or 5 layers in front of it? So that'd be right. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, it's tedious. I mean, not tedious. It's just they're just well built. But that was. I will say that the early version of the 18. So my little brother, who has, I think we're doing his room tour next week. He has 4 18s. I think he has 2 older cabinets and 2 newer cabinets, and we could tell a difference in the build, like the weight of them. Enough difference and between them. So, you know, I don't remember what the actual weight number was, but he was saying he could easily pick up the new was a little more of a struggle. I cannot pick one up by myself, so I have to have somebody help me either way. But it's, you know, I had those 2 of those 18s that he has. I had them in my room at one point, and yeah, I don't think they're definitely not built as good as the ones that we had on display at M-Wave.
Yeah.
So Michael is trying to join, and for some reason, I'm not seeing him.
Yeah, it's letting him.
It's like
letting him.
I got mine asking to join, and I hadn't. I was on my phone.
Does it say waiting for host?
Yeah. Same thing. Not sure what's
wow.
going on.
Let me do something. I'll pop out just to make sure that I don't have the other Ecamm one, but I'll come right back. You guys just
see if you can close that out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't. It's not on, but it's fine.
He might not get back in. That was a risky move.
You never know, right?
He might not get back in. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but
Oh, 2 layers. Okay. Thanks, David.
he's gonna be stuck in the waiting room. But yeah, not exactly sure.
Oh yeah, I see the description from David down there. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That is that. I mean, that's like thick.
It's full bounty. No,
Yeah,
I didn't
David is the one who he works in the shop and builds it, so he takes a lot of pride in those. I've actually not met him in person. We've only met virtually, I believe. So
Yeah, I'm not sure what's wrong with Ecamm. Ecamm is supposed to be a really great app, but seems to be having a lot of flaws that don't make any sense. Now I can't get my guests in. Kicks them out. Now I'm sure Don is stuck. He can't even come back in.
No, do not leave.
Yeah, that was a risky one. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want to restart this because we got everyone watching. But maybe we should give that a try. Are you guys willing to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why not?
chat. If you guys want, just give us another minute. I'm gonna try to end this and restart.
Same
hop
same
back
link as
on.
before.
Yeah, it's the same link. So let's see what's going on because Don is not even able to join back in. It looks like a technology issue here. So let me go ahead and end and restart in another minute. I'll restart the application and see what happens. So hopefully you guys can join us back in. We got plenty to talk about. Thank you. Okay, guys. See you in a minute.